What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. Beating the Market Marauders investment channel helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. All right, so we give you my weekly watch list for penny stocks. I try to get this every week. Just stocks that I'm looking at in the market that I think have potential to go back up. So let's jump into it. So first on here, I have ticker sign KXIN, and that is for Cakeson Auto Holding. So last week their volume was pretty high. They went up to $6.77. So it looks like they're trying to do a repeat, in my personal opinion, for next week, ending at $6 even. Let's go to some background information on them. We can see that they're doing some moves with their board members. So back in July, they had board member changes, as well as changes to their senior management that they announced on the 5th of November. So for companies in general, the board members, as well as the CEO and senior management, basically make up the company. Those are the ones who are the movers and shakers of the company, who determine the outlook for the company. The workers, in my opinion, are just people who execute the plans that upper management really has. So the board members definitely have a large impact on the direction of the company, and it's good to have good board members on any company roster, just so that you can have a good outlook on what direction the company should be moving forward. So I think exchanging or changing board members is a very significant thing that any company can do. I'm interested to see how it will actually help the company moving forward. So that's why I have them on my list. So second, we have ticker sign AYRO for Aero Incorporated. They ended the week at $8.41. They are bullish, noted by its moving average 10 line being above the moving average 50 and 100, which is the purple and yellow line on here. So going into some background information on them, we can see that they have recently, on the 6th, given financial updates. So on here it says that they engineer and manufacture of light-duty urban and short-haul electric vehicles. So if you know, the EV space in general has been red hot. Just a lot of people jumping in EVs. You can see NIO, see Tesla, XPeng, all those different companies have just been going up. This is another one you could add to the list. EVs, to look at as time goes on. Now the revenue was $388,654. Net loss attributed to common stocks of $3.1 million. Adjusted EBITDA a loss of $2.1 million. Total debt of $241,399 as of the 30th of September, and total cash of $27.9 million as of December 30th, 2020. Now financially, I don't think that they're struggling, but I don't think they're doing, fantastic financially. I think if they get more orders coming in, especially considering the EV space in general, people are going to be ordering more EVs as time goes on. I think they're poised to take advantage of that. So that's why I have them on my radar, just because the whole EV market in general is starting to go up. You could see, last week, ticker sign SOLO, Electromechanica, the company, basically shot up, just because the EV market in general is red hot. So going to the next one, we got ticker sign IDRA, and that is for Adira Pharmacies. They ended the week at $4.48, so not too bad of a metric. They are bearish at the time of this video, doing it by the moving average 10 line, which is this one, being below the moving average 50 and 100. So let's go jump into the 30-minute chart. So 30-minute chart says that they're bullish. So let's look at that for this metric, because looking at the 1-minute chart is, not really the best measure to look at this at. So let's look at the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart says that they're bullish. So at the time of this video, they are bullish on a pretty big run-up. At the moment, looks like they have quite a bit of gain. They went all the way to $4.90. So let's jump into background information on them. So we can see this article came out pretty recently on the 29th of October. So, quite a while ago, but not too far ago. Just basically given their quarterly results. It says the company entered a private placement of up to $20 million, with $5.1 million received in July 2020. Company anticipates the current cash and cash equivalents, short-term investments, will fund our operations through the quarter of 2021. With the private placement, the company is now entered into 3 financing vehicles with December 2019, which is believed could provide proceeds of up to $118.2 million, funding with potential NDA filing and commercial launch of this drug that they have. So, definitely interesting to see this company. I think that them having the acquisition of all this cash definitely is interesting. But I'd like to see this NDA filing. I think the NDA filing will definitely help the stock continue to go up. But I want to see more of a timeline on this with this company, but they do seem to have a big plan forward on what they're doing and how they plan to execute it. So I'm definitely keeping them on my radar as time goes on, especially since they've had this continuous run up. So going to the next one, we got ticker sign IDEX, and that is for Ideanomics. So they ended the week at $1.51. Looks to be bullish at the time of this video, denoted by the moving average 10 being above the moving average 150, and then moving average 50. So that's the purple and yellow line right here. Background information on them is right here. So they had their earnings as well. So they're back on here, it says a total of 102 units delivered in October. Units delivered were from the taxi and ride hauling segment. Orders continue to be received for the fourth quarter. So 102, is not that many, but I think for the company as a whole, it's a lot for them. So this is for the period starting October 1st, 2020 through October 31st, 2020. MEG delivered a total of 102 units, which were taxi ride hauling services or hauling vehicles. The 340 units that were invoiced during July through September 2020 are still pending expected delivery. So it seems like the problem that they have isn't that they're not able to produce items, it's just the orders that are coming in. So I think if they increase the orders as time goes on, I think the company will continue to do good. So that's why I have them on my radar, because I think they definitely have potential to go up further than what they currently are at. So next one is ticker sign CAN for Canon. Canon Incorporated. They ended the week at $4.40. Bullish at the time of this video, denoted by moving average 10 being above the 50 and the 100. So background information on them. We can see, let's read some of the press release highlights. So they have a third quarter financial results coming up on the 30th. They announced up to 10 million share repurchase program. So those are the two main ones from September and November. And then they have an earnings coming up. I would encourage everyone to go look at the earnings of any stock that's going out. It's all public information. You can go click on the link right here. You can call in. These are for the different states. So if you're calling in from China, calling international, calling in from United States, these are the numbers that you will call into, and this is the PIN that you will put in. So it's all public information. I encourage everybody to go listen to it, because you can get a lot of good information on whether this stock is one that you should consider adding to your portfolio. So I'm interested to see what's going on with them. I think the stock will continue to rally up, getting closer to that time period. So definitely going to keep them on my radar for next week, especially considering that their earnings is on the 30th, which is the Monday after next week. So next week, I expect the stock to continue to rally up, getting closer to that earnings. And then probably the earnings, it might sell off, which a lot of stocks do during earnings, but you can take advantage before earnings of that rally. So I expect it to continue to rally next week, getting closer to that earnings, and possibly, if you're a penny stock trader, you could take advantage of that volatility. All right, now OEG is for Orbital Energy Group Incorporated. So they ended the week at $1.17, and are bullish at the time of this video. VWAP is pretty high as well, so that's a good metric for them. Go to background information on them. They've actually had their earnings, so this is their third quarter 2020 financial results. They reported the revenue of $13.6 million the third quarter 2020, compared to a $66.1 million of the third quarter 2019. So they had a 124% increase, which is fantastic for the company. Gross profit was 2.4 million third quarter compared to 1.4 of the third quarter of 2019. So essentially, quarter over quarter, they have increased $1 million. So that's a fantastic metric for them. I think, financially, they're headed in the right direction, in my opinion. And I think, financials definitely speak for a company as a whole. I think, if a company has good financials, it seems like management-wise and service-wise, they're on the right track. So I think, that's something for people to consider. So I have them on my list because their financials were really good. So definitely go check these out. This is the list for this week. Drop a comment down below. Tell me which stocks you guys are looking at for this week. It definitely helps out everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps promote the video so more people can get to see this list. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.